The 10,000-hour rule has dominated discussions about skill mastery for years. This concept, which has been widely accepted and quoted in various fields, suggests that one needs to invest a staggering 10,000 hours to become an expert in any given domain. The idea is that through sheer volume of practice one can achieve a level of proficiency that sets them apart from amateurs and novices. Popularized by my own work, it suggests that achieving expertise requires an enormous time investment. This rule has been cited in countless books, articles, and motivational speeches, often used to emphasize the importance of dedication and hard work. However, while the 10,000-hour rule has its merits, it also has significant drawbacks. While extensive practice is undeniably crucial, the 10,000-hour rule can feel daunting and discourage those seeking to acquire new skills. The sheer magnitude of the number can be overwhelming, making the journey to mastery seem insurmountable. This can lead to frustration, burnout, and even abandonment of the pursuit altogether. The reality is that significant progress can be made in far less time. Research and real-world examples have shown that with the right approach, one can achieve a high level of competence in a fraction of the time. This doesn't mean that mastery is easy, or that shortcuts exist, but rather that efficient and focused practice can yield impressive results. By focusing on rapid skill acquisition, we can unlock a world of possibilities, expanding our horizons and enriching our lives. This approach encourages us to dive into new experiences without the fear of an overwhelming time commitment. It promotes a mindset of continuous learning and adaptability, which is crucial in our fast-paced world. This essay challenges the notion that mastery requires a decade of dedicated effort, proposing an alternative, achieving basic competence in just 20 hours. This concept, introduced by Josh Kaufman, suggests that with deliberate practice and a structured approach, one can reach a functional level of skill in a much shorter period. This approach is not about shortcuts. It's about maximizing efficiency. It's about identifying the core components of a skill and focusing on those critical elements. By doing so, we can make meaningful progress quickly and build a solid foundation for further improvement. It's about understanding the mechanics of learning and applying focused effort to achieve tangible results in a short time frame. By adopting this mindset, we can transform our approach to learning and skill acquisition, making it more accessible, enjoyable, and ultimately, more rewarding. The foundation of this method lies in the work of psychologist K. Anders Ericsson, whose research on expert performance highlighted the importance of deliberate practice. This concept emphasizes focused, structured practice targeting specific areas for improvement. While Ericsson's work primarily focused on elite performers, its principles can be applied more broadly. By understanding the key elements of deliberate practice, we can accelerate our learning and achieve significant progress in any skill. The key is to move beyond passive repetition and engage in active, purposeful practice. This involves breaking down skills into smaller components, identifying weaknesses, and seeking immediate feedback to correct errors and improve performance. The first step in our 20-hour journey is deconstruction. This involves breaking down the desired skill into smaller, more manageable sub-skills. By identifying these building blocks, we create a clear roadmap for learning and make the overall objective less daunting. For example, consider learning to play the ukulele. Instead of viewing it as one massive skill, we can deconstruct it into smaller components, learning basic chords, strumming patterns, and simple songs. This process of deconstruction not only makes the learning process more manageable, but also allows us to prioritize. We can identify the most crucial sub-skills needed for basic competence and focus our efforts accordingly. Once we've deconstructed the skill, the next step is self-correction. This involves actively seeking feedback on our performance and using it to identify and rectify errors. In today's digital age, countless resources facilitate self-correction. From online tutorials and instructional videos to apps providing instant feedback, we have more tools than ever to guide our learning. The key is to embrace feedback as a tool for growth, not a judgment of our abilities. By actively seeking and responding to feedback, we accelerate the learning process and develop a more accurate self-assessment of our progress. Section 5. Step 3. Removing barriers to success. Distractions are the enemies of focused practice. To maximize our 20 hours, we need to create an environment conducive to learning and minimize anything that hinders our progress. This might involve silencing our phones, disconnecting from the internet, or finding a quiet space where we can concentrate fully. It's about creating dedicated time slots where our sole focus is on mastering the chosen skill. By removing these barriers, we create mental space for focused practice. We eliminate the temptation to multitask or succumb to distractions, allowing us to fully immerse ourselves in the learning process. Section 6. Step 4. Pre-commitment and frustration management. The final step is perhaps the most crucial: pre-commitment and frustration management. Learning a new skill, even in 20 hours, requires dedication and resilience. There will be moments of frustration, plateaus where progress seems elusive, and the temptation to give up. To overcome these challenges, we need to pre-commit to the process. This involves scheduling dedicated practice time, setting realistic goals, and anticipating potential obstacles. Equally important is frustration management. We need to reframe setbacks as learning opportunities, embrace the struggle as part of the journey, and find ways to stay motivated when faced with challenges. Section 7. Practical application: learning the ukulele. In this section we will explore how to effectively learn to play the ukulele, a fun and accessible instrument for all ages. To illustrate this method's effectiveness, let's revisit our ukulele example. The ukulele, with its 4 strings and compact size, is a great starting point for anyone interested in learning a musical instrument. By following the 4 steps, we can achieve basic competence in this instrument in just 20 hours. These steps are designed to break down the learning process into manageable chunks, making it easier to progress. First, we deconstruct the skill by focusing on a few basic chords: G, D, E minor, and C, used in many popular songs. These chords form the foundation of many tunes, allowing you to play a variety of songs with just a few finger positions. We then utilize online tutorials and apps providing instant feedback on our finger positioning and strumming patterns. These digital tools are incredibly helpful, offering visual and auditory guidance to ensure we are on the right track. We create a dedicated practice space free from distractions and commit to practicing for 45 minutes each day for 20 hours total. This consistent practice routine helps build muscle memory and reinforces learning. We anticipate frustration and push through plateaus, knowing that each hurdle overcome brings us closer to our goal. It's important to stay motivated and remember that every practice session, no matter how challenging, is a step forward in our musical journey. Section 8. Competence versus mastery: setting realistic expectations. It's crucial to emphasize that this method focuses on achieving basic competence, not mastery. Mastery requires significantly more time, effort, and dedicated practice. However, achieving basic competence in a skill opens up a world of possibilities. It allows us to explore new passions, engage in fulfilling hobbies, and even enhance our professional skill sets. Whether it's learning a new language, coding, photography, or any other skill, the 20-hour method provides a framework for rapid skill acquisition, empowering us to embrace new challenges and expand our horizons. Section 9. Conclusion: embracing the 20-hour challenge. The 20-hour method is not a magic bullet, but a powerful tool for unlocking our potential. It's about dedicating a focused, deliberate effort to learn something new, and in doing so, we can achieve remarkable progress in a short amount of time. It challenges us to rethink our approach to learning, embrace focused practice, and believe in our ability to acquire new skills quickly. By breaking down the learning process into manageable chunks, we can overcome the initial frustration and make tangible progress. So, what skill have you always wanted to learn? Whether it's playing a musical instrument, mastering a new language, or developing a professional skill, the 20-hour method can help you get started. What dream have you put on hold, believing it would take too long to achieve? Often we let the perceived time commitment deter us from pursuing our passions. But with just 20 hours of focused practice, you can make significant strides. The 20-hour method offers a path forward, a way to break down those barriers and embark on a journey of self-discovery and skill development. It's about taking that first step, committing to the process, and allowing yourself to grow. Embrace the challenge, dedicate the time, and prepare to be amazed by what you can achieve in just 20 hours. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and your journey to mastering a new skill can begin today.